Which one, old man, that ain't got time to shake your head? Get that Snapchat, put it in pockets till I get back. Going downtown.
Bioshock Infinite soars into the sky instead of the sea, and you get to visit the land in the sky, Columbia. It's a beautiful, weird, and whacked world that only the creators of Bioshock could probably make. Opposite of the dark and gloomy setting of the original, the story weaves a tale of Booker, the main character, protecting a woman named Elizabeth. Together they must escape the clutches of the maniac in the crazy world of Columbia.
Kill those people. I can't believe you did that. They're all dead. You killed those people.
Elizabeth.
You're a monster.
Gameplay mixes the idea of the original Bioshock, giving you a mix of the gun combat and powers. This Bioshock, however, is a lot quicker, there's more enemies on screen attacking at once, and more powers to boot. You'll be able to obtain quite a number of weapons, powers, and you'll be able to combine deadly combinations with all these tools to make an awesome arsenal of weapons. On top of that, exploring Columbia and this vast world is very different than the dark and scary world of Rapture. This is the true sequel, or spiritual sequel, of Bioshock. So does it hold up against the odds and claim the throne, or does it fail to touch it? That might be the nerdiest and sexual thing I've ever said.
Booker, are you afraid of God?
No. But I'm afraid of you.
Which one, old man, that ain't got time to shake your head? Get that Snapchat, put it in pockets till I get back. Going downtown.
Bioshock, Bioshock, Bioshock. Oh, here we go, baby. First off, the world is beautiful. Let's all take a moment and look at this world. The graphics mixed with the art style really come through. Beautiful skies, wonderful effects, lots of things happening at once. This game looks, and honestly, sounds weird, feels great. Just look at some of the environments and you can feel happy or you can feel terrible just by looking at how sad the scene can be. Another great thing is the game is quick. What I mean by that is that was one of my main problems with the first Bioshock. It felt a bit too slow at times. This one has a lot more on screen, running around, using different powers, blasting away at enemies, summoning terrors to help you fight, and whooping some ass. It's definitely more work, but it actually works in this game's favor in terms of battle.
Booker, catch!
Much obliged.
The story is something of a funny thing. It has a few things I'll discuss real fast in the bad section, but for the most part, it's pretty great. It has a good cast with well-made characters and a twist I'm sure a lot won't see coming. It touches on subjects also that most games are just too afraid to, and that's admirable. The story gives a sense of maturity, which is nice to see for us older gamers. Powers are a lot of fun to mess with too. I mostly used the crow in possession, but all of them have their pros and cons. Using them in the midst of battle definitely fucking helps and is almost surely needed in every battle. You can get upgrades for powers as well as you progress through the game. The loot system has always been really fun and easy to use in the Bioshock games. Go to a guy, click X, and start to get his shit, like cash and ammo. On top of that, in this game you get gear from certain baddies, in which case give you a nice little bonus in battle. Now the bad. There's a few things I really need to note. First, what happened to having different types of ammos for my weapons? I like that in Bioshock 1. Poo. Not to mention the shooting just still feels off, or Bioshock 1-ish, which is cool and all, but it feels outdated a bit. I think it also comes down to the iron sight and such. I never use it, I never zoom in, because it kind of just looks shitty. The enemies, most of them, become more annoying later than challenging. Giving them a ton of armor and letting them shoot you really fast, instead of, making them fun and challenging, that's not cool. Once in a while, they'll throw in a crow guy or these asshole robot-looking motherfuckers who use crank guns and shoot you really fast, and let's just all be honest, say it with me, that sucks. Overall, the game could have used a lot more enemies and better ones at that. I felt the bond between Elizabeth and Booker also wasn't really handled as well as I expected. I saw so many interviews with the voice actors. I expected to really feel an emotional bond between these two characters, and I didn't get it here. Especially some of the conversations, they kind of led nowhere and they were kind of out of the blue. And I gotta be honest, I'm a bit disappointed that the bond between these two didn't reach the heights I expected after watching so many interviews.
Stop until they have you.
Why? What did I do to them?
You frighten them.
The twist. Well, I'm not gonna give spoilers, but again, I saw it coming. Oh, that drives me crazy, and it's probably my own fault because I look too much into all these little things. And I saw it coming, and you're probably asking why or how. It's probably because I played Infamous too many times, but honestly, twists come and go, and they either stick with you or they don't. How they handled it in this title is far from bad. Actually, it's pretty good. However, it's just easy to see coming if you pay attention to the signs scattered throughout the title. Even so, though, the ending is handled well, and you can appreciate that, but again, kind of easy to see coming, just like Bioshock 1.
Why are you following us? Who sent you? Comstock? What do you want?
What do you see here from this angle?
Ugly wise, there's only one thing I gotta talk about, and it's pretty obvious. There's no multiplayer. What the hell? I'm just kidding. Fuck multiplayer. But seriously, the only negative thing that really hurt this title was the pacing. It felt odd. Some firefights were just too long. Some didn't have any motivation. There could have been a whole 45 minutes without even a word from either of these characters, making the story drift off and me, honestly, getting bored. The pace just felt off in this game. Sure, the conclusion comes together nicely, but a bumpy ride throughout. Oh, and real fast, fuck the ghost battles. Okay, calm down, you little Bioshock fans. I did enjoy Bioshock Infinite. Actually, I would say it's a great game. It really is. It does a lot of great things. The environment, the storytelling, the mature ideas of taking subplots and making them actually useful. Yes! That is Monster Hunter, baby. But it just also had flaws, and mostly the flaws that I mentioned do come from the gameplay, and that's always been, in the general speaking, most people agree, the weakest part of Bioshock. Now, Infinite is about an 8 to 12 hour game, even longer if you want to explore every little nook and cranny of the game. However, it is a good sizable game, and you'll probably want to play again down the line. Definitely for Bioshock fans, must buy at full price. However, I'm going to be honest, for myself, it is definitely a buy one cheaper. And the reason I'm saying that is because I still think definitely the devs deserve the money. So buy it new when it's cheaper. On top of that, definitely has so much good, but the flaws just hold it back from truly being that game you must pick up, like at the precise moment it comes out. And I want to just keep saying that I don't think it's a bad game at all. Nothing is truly awful about this game except for some of the pacing issues, but really the game just doesn't come across to me as like the most Monster Hunter. Shut up! Definitely another great game for the for 2013. Try it out if you're a fan of Bioshock. Pick it up now, brand new if you want. You probably love it even more than I do. Everybody else who didn't love Bioshock, it's definitely a buy one cheaper. If you can't buy one cheaper, at least rent it. It's definitely worth the playthrough. I hope you enjoyed. Do not crucify me. I'm scared. I'm going to have to move to Rapture. I'm going to hide in Rapture so you don't stone me to death. I truly love the priest in this game. He was just batshit insane. Oh, shepherd! Shepherd, do not run! I'm doing that accent. It sounds nothing like him, but I can't do his accent. I miss the Big Daddy. I gotta be honest. I miss the Big Daddy. And I get the link at the end. Fuck you, it's a bird. No, I miss the Big Daddy. I miss the drill. You know, I miss the big ass drill. I miss drilling them. I love to drill them. That's what I said every night. I love you, baby. Don't watch this. But I do miss Big Daddy. He was my. But Songbird's pretty fucking cool, dude. That's how a bird sounds in my mind.